Hello, 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 brothers and sisters. How's it going? Hope you're having a splendid day or evening, depending on where you're at. So, witchcraft. I mean, if you're a genuine believer of Christ, you're probably going through witchcraft attacks. I mean, all of us true Christians are going through this thing at the moment. In this season, witchcraft is spreading like wildfire. It's everybody thinks it's this cool, new, hip, and cool thing to do, you know. It's the new smoking, as they say. Everybody and their mother is doing it, you know, thinking it's this cool thing, this cool, innocent pastime, not knowing that they're playing with fire, you know, because God sees this as an abomination, you know. So these people, they think their their pastime is the greatest thing since sliced bread, but they're in for a rude awakening, my friends. If they don't wise up and throw away these tools of Satan, brothers and sisters. So in this video, I'm going to give you a few tips to thwart these attacks from the devil, from Satan's pawns, through witchcraft. So tip number one, you should remove any demonic items that you might have in your house already. Dream catchers, Ouija boards, evil eyes, statues of false gods, like Buddhist statues and stuff like that. That stuff has no business in a Christian household, you know. Tarot cards, acupuncture stuff, astrology stuff, tarot cards, icons of dead saints. I mean, this icons of dead saints is a little bit of a gray area. I'm gonna make a separate video about this because it's an orthodox thing. But the obviously evil stuff has to go, brothers and sisters, from your house. Palmistry stuff, coffee, fortune-telling stuff, whatever books you might have on these New Age books on New Age spirituality. You know, chakras and whatnot, and all this stuff is just clearly demonic. You know, these things have no business in a household of a follower of Christ, brothers and sisters. What else? Jewelry, accessories. I mean, the jewelry thing. I'm not telling you to throw out your entire collection. In this instance, you have to use your discernment of what's good and what's bad, and also certain colognes and perfumes, certain brands of them are demonic, like Versace, for example. You're gonna have to do some research on this. I'm just gonna lightly touch on the subject. Questionable clothing, of course, with questionable symbols on them. Skimpy outfits. I mean, us Christians we should have a high standard of clothing, of attire. We should be dressing modestly, not in skimpy and sleazy outfits that expose too much skin. Because when we expose too much skin, as you know, we invite sin into our lives, my friends. And we should we should slam the door shut on sin. Because he's trying to get his foot in the door. You should slam those doors shut so violently to just cut off his foot, you know. Don't have open doors for sin to come into your life. So wearing skimpy outfits and such is one such way sin comes into our life, you know. It just creeps in. Uh, yeah, yoga stuff, astrology stuff, all that stuff is demonic. These demonic items have to go from your house, brothers and sisters. So, tip number 2, shut your mouth about your business. What do I mean by this? You might have noticed, brothers and sisters, a lot of people in your life, either acquaintances or friends or family members, some of them are a little bit too nosy. They ask you too nosy questions about what you did yesterday, what you're going to do today, what your goals are. And I'm telling you, you shouldn't. Most of these people, they don't ask out of a brotherly or sisterly concern. These are not just innocent small talk questions. These people ask these questions. Most of the people that ask these questions are what we call monitoring or familiar spirits. What these people do, they're pretty much demon possessed. We'll call a spade here. And these people, they relay your information to the higher ups of whatever cult they're in, to the witches and warlocks. And they themselves might even be practicing witchcraft. So they do these things in order to thwart your plans, your goals, your dreams, your businesses. So you should make it a habit of not telling anybody what you're doing, what your side quests are, what your side gigs are, what your side hustles are, what you're planning to do, your goals, your dreams, your plans. Don't tell that to nobody. And if you're going to tell somebody, you have to trust them 100% that they're a person of God, you know? Because these people, they can sabotage your plans if you tell them. They can put it on a demonic altar, you know? So zip it. Learn to zip it. I know it's a little bit counterintuitive because us chosen people, we like to share what we do with our loved ones, but zipping it is a really necessary skill, especially in this season, because we have to navigate this evil world, this evil and fallen world we live in, brothers and sisters. So tip number 3, to thwart witchcraft attacks. This is obvious, of course. Praying, you know, and fasting. There are ready-made prayers out there that are tailor-made for dealing with witchcraft attacks. You can find them on Google. Write it down in a notebook and say these prayers every day. Or you can write your own prayer. You know, write it down in a notebook. And also Psalms. Psalms are very effective. The Psalms that David wrote when he was on the run from the persecution of Saul. Especially Psalms 91 and 109. These especially are very effective against witchcraft. There are other ones too. Like 35, 31 are good. 68. They're my favorite Psalms. Talks about enemies and how David is praying to God to help him to thwart the plans of his enemies. So these Psalms are very effective, brothers and sisters. You should be reciting them every day and also fast whenever you can. I talked a little bit about fasting in my lust video. Go and watch that. And also on my video about fasting about a month or two ago. But I'll make more videos on fasting as I gain more insights. So yeah, praying, definitely you should, because without God, we have no hope in thwarting these evil attacks, you know. God is protecting us from these attacks. So tip number 4, don't give out personal items. Personal items, I mean anything. Clothing, photographs, a watch, an accessory, anything. Anything that's personal to you. Because what can happen is these people, they can put these items on an altar, you know, and do their black magic. And especially, be careful with this. What do I mean? What do I mean by this? Haircuts. You might not know this, but a lot of hairdressers are practicing witchcraft these days. I mean, it's spreading like wildfire. There's a product search engine. We have it here in Greece. We call it Scrooge. It's similar to Amazon. Whenever I go there one day I did a Bible search on Bibles on that search engine, and all these books on witchcraft and black magic came up. So this is more common than you think, brothers and sisters. I'm not kidding. This is not paranoia. I'm speaking from personal experience, you know. And I'm sure if you've clicked on this video and you made it to this far in the video, I'm sure you're dealing with this too, or else you wouldn't be watching this. So yeah, you shouldn't be giving out your personal items to people unless you trust them, of course. You have to be God-approved people, of course. And if you can forego the fancy haircuts, then you should definitely do it, because the hair has your DNA in it, which is a double whammy, you know. So if you can forego the fancy haircuts and either cut your hair yourself, learn how to cut your hair, or have someone you trust cut your hair, then you should definitely do it. I mean, you can never be too careful these days with witchcraft, you know. And also, besides not giving out your personal items, don't accept items from other people that you don't trust, because these monitoring spirits, familiar spirits, they tend to, if you've noticed, they try to give you old stuff all the time, old stuff. And it dawned on me a few days ago, like, are these people, I think they're blessing these items, so to speak, on their altars, and they're giving them to me, you know? So there's definitely something fishy going on with, they're not giving you these items out of brotherly or sisterly concern to help you out. There's definitely some demonic stuff involved in this. So don't tell them, no, I don't need this. Throw it away. Don't accept items from them, and don't give them items either, you know. Unless they're a person of God, of course. I'm not trying to paint everybody with the same brush, you know. So yeah, that's pretty much it. What I had for you today, brothers and sisters. This is and you should definitely burn frankincense in a censer. If you have that type of stuff in your country, the buying of the gum residue pellets, burning frankincense, it was very biblical. It's also wards off spirits in your house. You do the cross and burn the frankincense. Go watch my video on the frankincense. So yeah, do that too, in order to keep your house clean, squeaky clean, from evil spirits, brothers and sisters. Because you can never be too careful with these witchcraft attacks, my friends. We're living in perilous times. This stuff is spreading like wildfire, you know. People think it's the greatest thing since sliced bread. They have no idea what they're doing, you know. They think it's this innocent pastime until they're going to get a rude awakening from God. Brothers and sisters, rest assured. So I hope this video was a blessing to you. I hope you apply these tips and they help you a little bit in your life to ward off evil attacks, evil spirits. Hope this resonated with you. If it did, destroy those buttons like there's no tomorrow. The like, the subscribe, the share button. Comment down below what you think. If you're going through this, you probably are going through this. We're all going through this. Us true Christians, especially these days. If you want me to lift up a prayer for you, say so in the comments and I will. I'm more than happy to help you out. And also lift up a prayer for me too, brothers and sisters. So this is Holy Week. Tomorrow's the crucifixion. I'm probably going to do a fast for our Lord Jesus. So I hope you have a great Holy Week. And I'll see you, brothers and sisters, in the next video. Bye-bye.